What's going on YouTube? In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the 5 best investments for sports cards. Let's go. At number 1, we have Shohei Ohtani. He is a former MVP and has a super unique skill set. He is someone who everyone is looking at right now and investing in. You better get your investments in now before his cards go too high. As you can see, some of Shohei Ohtani's cards have went up 10% in the last 30 days. Also, you can see some of his cards went up 40% in the last 30 days. This is crazy to me, but I think his cards will continue to go in price as he is now considered the unicorn of the MLB. Everyone is investing in him, and I think you should now too while you have the chance. At number 2 on our list, we have Luka. As you can see, right now his cards are at a huge dip compared to where they were in previous months and years. I think right now is a great time to buy into him as he just got Kyrie Irving on his team and he will definitely make the playoffs next year. His cards dipped a lot in price this year because he didn't make the playoffs, and I think they will make the playoffs and they'll go up a lot in price. Also, I think Luka has a lot of mental toughness, and he's also only 24 years old. He only has upside to him, and I think he will win a couple finals in his career. I think he'll go down as one of the top 3 best basketball players of all time, and I'm not sure why you wouldn't invest in him now while you can. As you can see, Luka's cards are down across the board. Right now is a great time to get into him, as I think his cards will never be this low again. At number 3, we have Patrick Mahomes. I think he is the best player in the league currently, and his stuff will continue to shoot up in price. I think this because he's only 27 years old and already has 2 Super Bowl wins behind him. He also has even appeared at even more Super Bowls than that. I think he is currently the unicorn of the NFL, and I think people will continue to invest in him as he's never going to lose value. All his stuff's going to continue to shoot up as he's going to keep on winning more games, more Super Bowls, more MVPs, all that nature. For example, he just won the Super Bowl and he just won Super Bowl MVP. So obviously all his stuff is already shooting up in price. I think you should buy into him now while his cards are somewhat cheaper than what they will be in the coming years. He has a chance of surpassing Tom Brady at being the GOAT, but I don't know if that's going to happen, but I think it's going to be close. As you can see, his cards went down, and then up, and then down, and now they're starting to go back up again. But I think they're just going to continue to shoot up. At number 4, we have Tua Tagovailoa. He's actually my favorite on this list because I think he's been trying super hard to not be injury prone. For example, since last season, he went up from 217 pounds to 225 pounds. This means he gained 8 pounds of muscle, and he's also been working out his neck to make sure his head doesn't move as much when he gets hit. I think his cards will continue to go up once the season starts, as his cards have currently been on the downfall. I think you should buy his cards, especially out of everyone in this video, because people are looking down on him, and I think he's going to surprise the world just like Jalen Hurts did last season. This picture was taken in this season's training camp, and as you can see, he has gotten a lot bigger since last season. This is someone you actually should definitely look into investing, and is someone people aren't really looking at. This is definitely a hot take, but I think it'll pay out in the long run. At number 5 on my list is Lamar Jackson. I think he makes a great short-term investment as he just acquired a new receiver, Odell Beckham Jr. He hasn't really had a great receiver in his whole entire career, and I think this is going to be a game changer. Usually he makes it short in the playoffs and usually loses pretty quickly. I think this season he's going to make it very deep in the playoffs and all of his cards will shoot up. That's when you should sell all the cards you invested in him. I also think it's great that he already has an MVP behind him, as it gives him a great shot at potentially being a Hall of Famer. Right now is a great time to buy Lamar stuff. As you can see, his cards peaked once he signed his contract and are now going back down in price. This is a safe investment, as you already know he signed his contract, and now you're just hoping that he performs great at the start of the season and continues out through the playoffs. Without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and close the video. If you're wondering what one player to invest in, I'm going to tell you to invest in Tua. Out of these, he's my favorite option to invest in, and he's the player I have lots of my money invested in as well. Thank you all for watching, and make sure to smash that subscribe button. Thank you.